Shalom. We'll start first by giving all praises and glories unto Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua Ba'ashem Harakah Kodash. Double honor to the apostles and the elders at Great Millstone who rule well. And greetings, salutations, and blessings unto the elect. And also the hopeful elect that strive and give their diligence and freedom to earn their salvation. You know, we're all striving. We don't know if we're going to make it or not, but hey, we do the works and we hope that we will. We pray that we will. All right. Shalom unto you. Lord willing, we are of the elect. All right. This video, I'm going to call it the Day of the Lord. And I mean, there's so many scriptures talking about this day. And, I couldn't possibly get them all in this lesson. Because this is just kind of straight to the point, pretty quick. Straightforward questions that I noticed that you Christians, you believers, as you're called, questions you have, thoughts you may have. Okay. So anyway, this is brothers coming in, the whole nine. Okay. So trying to teach your family, explain to your children, all that's, is meant for all of that. Anyway, to the point. So I Googled the terms or the phrase, the day of the Lord. Okay. I went to the images. They got all this stuff on here, but I'm going to show you. Good morning, sunshine. Okay. Good morning. Wow. White Jesus right there. Living water, Easter. Blah, blah, blah. BS. Look, the fox looks happy. Okay. It seems all right, don't it? Seems all right. Okay, the child. Where was that I was watching before? Blood moons. Yep. Okay, Good Friday. All that stuff. Where's that one that I saw? Okay, it's funny. The first one says, "Are you ready for the day of the Lord?" Right, they got the other little images, and this is the funniest one. Let's go to this. They don't really give me what I'm looking for. Look, they got the day of the Lord. Edom angels. Look, all Edomites. Look, blasphemy. Not how it's about to go down. Okay, you Edomites don't get salvation. All right, what do you need to be saved from? You're in your paradise, and you caused all this to happen. Okay, everything that the wickedness in the earth today is all caused by you. This is under your management. The earth is given into the hands of the wicked. This is you. Okay, now come back out of this. You see how this one here. Okay, if they got stuff coming down, probably the moon or the Death Star, but that's the moon. They always got the big bright light and all of that. Okay, so look. These are dark and grim. Okay, these are dark and grim because that's what the day of the Lord is going to be about. How this goes down. Okay, that Brazil right there getting destroyed. Okay, that's funny. Let's see what else we got on here. Fall into a pit. All of that, right? Because that's what it's going to be. Okay. Matter of fact, I'm going to start with the book of Amos. Yep, perfect. Amos chapter 5. 18. Woe unto you that desire the day of the Lord. End is it for you. The day of the Lord is darkness and not light. Very harsh and terrible day, man. Okay. Harsh and terrible day. It's not going to be, daisies and rainbows. That's not what's coming. Okay. The Lord is coming back to punish his wicked, punish the wicked on the earth, and to redeem and save his elect. Those that were handpicked to make it, that are doing their works to get out of the tribulation that's coming, out of his wrath and anger and vengeance. Okay, indignation. All right, we're just gonna move down the list now. Let's go to remember. Yep. You always gotta kind of put this out there, just so you people can get it, man. On the top, we'll go down. Just so you people can get it. All right, gotta go to the harsh moment. All right. Yeah, verse 12, Zechariah 14:12. And this shall be the plague wherewith the Lord Yahweh will smite all the people that have fought against Jerusalem. Their flesh shall consume away while they stand upon their feet, and their eyes shall consume away in their holes, and their tongue shall consume away in their mouths. Okay. Matter of fact, let's go to Second Peter, chapter 2. I'll start. Where should I go to in Peter? No, chapter 3. It says, but the day of the Lord, this is 2 Peter chapter 3, verse 10. But the day of the Lord shall come as a thief in the night. Gonna catch you when you're not ready. Catch you with your pants down, okay? In the which the heavens shall pass away with a great noise, and the elements shall melt with fervent heat. All of the things that show up on the periodic table is gonna be melted by this intense fire. We're gonna get more into the fire. It's going to be like the fire and brimstone from Sodom and Gomorrah, and then also the concentrated fire of the Lord. We're going to get. Okay, it says the earth also and the works that are therein shall be burnt up. Okay, I'm going to read this one because it's always good to read this one too. Seeing that all these things shall be dissolved, what manner of persons ought ye to be in all holy conversation and godliness, looking for and hastening unto the coming of the day of the Lord, wherein the heavens shall be on fire, the heavens being on fire shall be dissolved, and the elements shall melt with fervent heat. You should be looking forward to this day, because you got your works in order. Okay? How do you know what the works are? They're in the Bible. They tell you exactly what to do in the Bible. Okay? Let's go from there. Let's go to Joel. I'm going to go down to the end of that. Okay. Matter of fact, I'm going to read this, then I'm going to jump up. Joel 2:31, it says, the sun shall be turned into darkness and the moon into blood before the great and terrible day of the Lord. Great and terrible. Not great and wonderful. Great and terrible. Okay. It shall come to pass that whosoever shall call on the name of the Lord shall be delivered. That's talking about. And they quoted in Acts the 2nd chapter, it says, ye men of Israel, right? It says right then. Right here it says, for in Mount Zion, that's not the whole world, Mount Zion, and in Jerusalem, those are Israelites, shall be deliverance, as the Lord hath said, and in the remnant whom the Lord shall call. It's going to be Israelites. It's not for everybody. You heathen, if you're not of the fatherland of Israel and doing the works to earn salvation, you're not going to make it. Okay, you got to be an Israelite, and you got to have faith, works, all those things to go with it. Okay, let me jump up. That's a beautiful thing right there. I always love that part. What verse is that? To the top. Yeah, Joel 2:1, blow ye the trumpet in Zion. Blow the trumpet. We'll give them the warning from the Bible. Go out on the corners and feed the flock. Give them the warning from the Bible. Okay? The Israelites call the elect the remnant and sound an alarm in my holy mountain. Let all the inhabitants of the land tremble, for the day of the Lord cometh for it is nigh at hand. It's close. We close. We wouldn't be on the streets if it wasn't close. It says, and the day of darkness, a day of darkness and of gloominess, a day of clouds and of thick darkness. That's what it said, right? As the morning spread upon the mountains, a great people and a strong, there had not been the ever like, neither shall be any more after it, even to the years of many generations. And it repeats that. And the fire devoureth before them, and behind them a flame burneth. In the day of the Lord there will be missiles, okay, that will burn, devouring lands. There will be concentrated fire that will be burning lands, okay, from the chariots or from the missiles, okay. It says, behind them a flame burneth. The land is as the Garden of Eden before them, and behind them a desolate wilderness. Yea, and nothing shall escape them. Okay, the land before they hit was like paradise, Garden of Eden. Okay, which the Hebrew word Idon means Eden, or Eden means is Idon, which means paradise. Okay, it says, and after them a desolate wilderness. Everything gonna be wiped out. Okay, only the desert creatures. You go to Revelation 18 and read at the top and read about that. Okay, it says, all right, so we're gonna stop there and we're gonna jump over to where we at? Zephaniah, yeah. Zephaniah 2. Zephaniah 2:1. It says, gather yourselves together, gather ye together, O nation not desired. And the Israelites are the nation not desired. We're on the bottom of the totem pole right now. We're in the dunghill, the beggar in the dunghill right now. Okay, it says, before the decree bring forth, the prophecy be fulfilled, what the Lord gonna do, before the day pass as a chaff, before the fierce anger of the Lord come upon you, before the day of the Lord's anger cometh upon you. Seek ye the Lord, all ye meek of the earth, which have wrought his judgment. Seek righteousness, seek meekness. Lord's anger. It's all negativity talking about the day of the Lord's anger, that you may be hid. That's good news. Okay? That's some good news, that you may be hid, the elect, the remnant. But for everybody else, it's all bad. Okay? It's going to be all bad. All right, from there, let's go to Isaiah. I just got a little list. Isaiah chapter 13, verse 9. It says, behold, the day of the Lord cometh, anger, to lay the land desolate, like we just read, a desolate wilderness behind it. Elements shall melt with fervent heat. That's you too. The perfect description we always like to give is Terminator 2. The dreams about fate that Sarah Connor had. Okay? It says, and he shall destroy the sinners thereof out of it. He gonna destroy those sinners out of it also. Okay? Yeah, I don't need to get that much more out of that. That's all good on that. 1 Thessalonians, yep. And these are just basic scriptures that at some point in your church you should have been over this stuff. You know, we know you haven't, but this is how is it this many of them talking about the day of the Lord in negativity, but then you still are taught the rapture. The scriptures don't talk about a rapture. Okay? Or how the day of the Lord is going to be wonderful, coming down on cloud, like the one with the angels, with the Edomites, man. How they paint their heaven to be. It ain't going to be like that. Okay? It says, 1 Thessalonians chapter 5, I'll start at verse 2. It says, for yourselves know perfectly that the day of the Lord so cometh as a thief in the night. For when they shall say peace and safety, then sudden destruction cometh upon them, as travail upon a woman with but it's going to get worse and worse and worse until, boom, finally, they have to be delivered. Okay? No pun intended. And they shall not escape. Okay? People, the ones that don't get salvation, you're not going to escape. Okay? But ye, brethren, ye are not in darkness, that the day should overtake you as a thief. Okay? But the elect is going to get salvation out of this. Okay? Till ye are all the children of light and the children of the day. We are not of the night nor of darkness. Okay? Let us therefore let us not sleep as do others, but let us watch and be sober. For they that sleep, sleep in the night, and they that be drunken are drunken in the night. Okay? So the day of the Lord is going to catch them unawares. Okay? It says, I'll read it. It says, but let us who are of the day be sober, putting on the breastplate of faith and love, and for an helmet, the hope of salvation. Okay? Okay? That's how you got to do it. You got to always be mindful of your actions that to obtain your salvation. You know, to make sure that hope is warranted. Okay, you deserve it. Okay, so let's go into some more scripts. Go to Jeremiah. And 10. Okay, Jeremiah 46:10 says, "For this is the day of the Lord, power Yahweh of hosts, a day of vengeance, that he may avenge him of his adversaries." Avenge who? The him of his adversaries, the nation of Israel. Okay, that we may, or ultimately Yahweh Shai. Okay, that he will be avenged of his adversaries, whether it's the 2/3, whether it's the wicked nations, the Edomites, and the other nations. Okay, it says, "For the sword shall devour, and it shall be." I don't know that word in this scripture. Satiate, I don't know what that word is. "And made drunk with their blood, for the Lord power Yahweh of hosts has a sacrifice in the north country." Okay, all right. From there, and that was, an analogy of directly talking about Babylon. It's also talking about modern day America. This is virgin daughter of Babylon. Okay. Isaiah. Back in Isaiah. 24:21 it says, man. So it shall come. Wait, matter of fact, I'm gonna just read verse 20. Matter of fact, I'm gonna read man. Verse 19, the earth is utterly broken. Isaiah 24:19, the earth is utterly broken down. The earth is clean dissolved. The earth is moved exceedingly. These missiles gonna do something serious to the earth in the day of the Lord. Okay, and as well as what Yahweh Shai does. The earth shall reel to and fro like a drunkard, staggering, okay, back and forth, and shall be removed like a cottage, and the transgression thereof shall be heavy upon it, and it shall fall and not rise again. Talking about the land of America. No one will ever inhabit this land again. And it shall come to pass in that day that the Lord shall punish the host of the high ones that are on high, and the kings of the earth upon the kings of the earth upon the earth. What does that mean? That's talking about those that are in rulership right now. Okay, and who's ruling the earth? The Edomites are ruling the earth. The earth is given into the hand of the wicked. The wicked are ruling. All right. Okay, and they got to be taken down. Okay, and prisoners are gathered in the pit, and shall be shut up in the prison, and after many days shall they be visited. Okay, let's move on from there. On to where we at? Yeah, Obadiah. One of the greatest books. Such a small book, but so impactful. We're going to start up around 15. Yeah, start 15. Yep. It says, Obadiah 1 and 15, it says, for the day of the Lord is near upon all the heathen. You heathen, the day of the Lord is coming. Okay? It's not just a day against the Edomites or just against the 2/3. It's for the other heathen as well. He going to subdue all he going to subdue all the nations and put the crowns on his head. Okay? It says, as thou hast done, it shall be done unto thee. Thy reward shall return upon thine own head. Okay? For as ye have drunk upon my holy mountain, you have used the Israelites for your filthy lucre and gain as well. You've had us in captivity. Okay? And you got to pay for that. We're never supposed to go into captivity, but you're going to have to pay for that. Okay? Yeah, it was a punishment from the Heavenly Father, but you still played a hand in that. Okay? So, yep, that cup of indignation, that cup of slavery, okay? And they shall drink, and they shall swallow down, and they shall be as though they had not been. But upon Mount Zion shall be deliverance, and there shall be holiness, and the house of Jacob shall possess their possessions, okay? And the house of Jacob shall be a fire, and the house of Joseph a flame, and the house of Esau for stubble. And they shall kindle in them and devour them, and there should none be any remaining of the house of Esau. For the Lord hath spoken it. The day of the Lord is the end of Esau as well. Okay? You heathen gonna be continually in chains, in captivity, and you Edomites are going as well, but eventually you're gonna be should be no more remaining of you. Okay? Anyway, we're going to go to Psalm 118. And yeah. Psalm 118:24 says, this is the day which the Lord hath made. We will rejoice and be glad in it. We will rejoice and be glad in it. The elect will rejoice and be glad in it. Okay? Because we're coming out of this captivity and we're watching the fall of our enemies. Okay? And we're going to get a hand in that. Okay? You bring them down by the hand of my people Israel, to roughly paraphrase it. Okay, was that all the scripts? Nope. Last couple of them. Got to save the Esdras. Second Esdras. We're going to start up at 15. 58. It says, they that be in the mountains shall, oh yeah, let's read up a little bit. Let's see what we're talking about here. Yeah, in the day of the Lord, verse 57, I'll read. Verse 15:57, thy children shall die of hunger, and during the day of the Lord, the children are going to die of hunger, and thou shalt fall through the sword. Okay, death. Thy cities shall be broken down, and all thine shall perish with the sword in the field. Okay, they shall be in the mountains. They that be in the mountains shall die of hunger and eat their own flesh. Cannibalism. Okay, during the day of the Lord. That's cannibalism coming to the earth. Hey, a lot of you people are already adapted to the taste of flesh when you eat these fast food restaurants, the McDonald's and Burger Kings and so on and so forth, Carl Jr.'s or whatever. Okay, says, and then they got all kinds of stuff in the grocery store as well. Okay, and drink their own blood for very hunger of bread and thirst of water. Okay. Matter of fact, I'm gonna jump up. Second Esdras 15:14. Woe to the world and them that dwell therein. For the sword and their destruction draweth nigh, and one people shall stand up to fight against another, and swords in their hands. The modern day sword is a gun. People gonna be having gunfights and shooting and stabbing and killing, running people over with vehicles if there's gas and all kinds of stuff, man. That you can die is gonna be available to you. Okay, Most High is gonna get real creative as He kills you, people. All right. It says, yep. It says, for there shall be sedition among men and invading one another. It's like you see in these post-apocalyptic movies. Okay, people invade one another. Regard their kings nor princes, and the course of their actions shall stand in their power. A man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able. Martial law will be happening in the day of the Lord, okay? It says, for because of their pride, the cities shall be troubled, the houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid. A man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword, spoil their goods, because of the lack of bread and for great tribulation. For all the bad stuff going on, there's not going to be food. There's going to be death around the corner. All this stuff going on, man, during the day of the Lord. Okay? And only your works, your faith, and being chosen will get you through it. Okay? Let's go to chapter 16. Gonna hit this and get out. I gotta read this. Second Esdras, chapter 16, verse 17. Woe is me, who will deliver me in those days, during the days of the day of the Lord? Okay. It said the beginning of sorrows, and great mourning. This day of the Lord is not going to be a 24-hour period. Okay. It's like the day of the day of the Lord. It's the time period in history. Okay, it's a measurement of time in history. Okay, in the scheme of time. Okay, a measurement of a certain era or time. In the grand scheme of things. Okay, it says the beginning of sorrows, the beginning of great mournings, the beginning of famine and great death, the beginning of wars, and the power of evils going on during the day of the Lord. Okay, you may not just see people killing each other every day, but that's what goes on in this day. That's why shows like Walking Dead and whatever else, those shows, those apocalyptic type shows, really put in perspective how lawless it will be and how anarchic, it'll be. Yeah, I think that's the right word. Anyway, it says, what shall I do when these evils come? You're going to have your spirit in tune with Yahweh Hashem Yahushai in their spirit, okay? You're gonna have to be locked in that moment, okay? You're gonna have works. You're gonna have to been practicing the wisdom, practicing your faith, okay? Behold, famine and plague, tribulation and anguish are sent as scourges for a moment. But for all these things they shall not turn from their wickedness, nor be always mindful of the scourges. Okay? So when all this negativity happened, the people still not going to turn to the east and call upon Yahweh Hashem Yahshua and rehearse the righteous acts. Okay? They're going to still keep doing their wickedness like that's not the cause for all of this. But we've been warning you this is the cause for all of this. Okay? Jumping down. No, I got to read 21. Behold, victuals shall be so good cheap upon earth, that they shall think themselves to be in good case. In the day of the Lord, right before it hits, right before the birth pains and the contractions really hit, everybody gonna think they're in good case. And even then shall evils grow upon the earth, sword, famine, and great confusion. We're like at that part now. Okay? We're like at that part right now of that verse. For many of them that dwell upon earth shall perish of famine, the other that escape the hunger, the sword shall destroy. And the dead shall be cast out as dung, just dead bodies in the street like a dog took a dump and you can step in it. That's how dead bodies going to be. You can step on the dead bodies. They're just dead right there, stinking, nasty smelling, rotted flesh and burning flesh. And it's going to be terrible. Okay? No one's ready for the smell. Okay? And there shall be no man to comfort them, for the earth shall be wasted and the city shall be cast down. Okay? All the negativity is coming during the day of the Lord. Where you going to be at? How you going to survive? Okay? It ain't just about, taking some survival classes and getting a bunker. No. You got to be in the spirit of Yahweh Shemel Shai, which means you have to be of the elect. Okay? Of the nation of Israel. Okay? Which are you so-called Negro, Latinos, and Native Americans. Anyway, so I'm going to close out with that. Lord willing, it was edifying, giving all praises and glory unto Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. Ba'ashem Harakakodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders at Great Millstone. And greetings, salutations, and blessings unto the elect. Shalom.